years worth of drama into just its first month. The national security advisor, you might recall, was forced to quit. The vice president often kept out of the loop. There's more, including the recent TV timeout for presidential counselor Kellyanne Conway, the creator of that now infamous spin known as alternative facts. CNN's Dylan Byers reports it was a deliberate decision to keep Conway from the cameras after several TV interviews that were deemed to have done the president more harm than good. Well, she's back, and she has, shall we say, an alternative view.
Somebody's trying to stir up trouble, but look, about 5% of what I'm being asked to do in this White House counselor role is TV, and I think that's about right because he's the president now, and he's his own best messenger. There are some people I think trying to get in my way. I've also gobbled up a lot of other people's TV opportunities, so there's some resentment on the outside, I believe, and folks just trying to use me as clickbait and a headline.
Dylan was reporting facts, not trying to use clickbait and headlines. But to her point there, let's take her at her word. She thinks somebody's trying to get in her way. I assume that somebody works a couple offices away or across the hall. This is more evidence that if this story came from the White House, that she was sidelined because the White House view was
back. We're still watching, waiting in Mexico City.
Let's take a break here. Moment for the Secretary of State Rex Tillerson on the global stage. He's meeting right now with the Mexican foreign minister and meeting with Mexico's president. A bit later today, Mexico up in arms over Trump administration immigration policies. They say
about
they're trying to force Mexico with a unilateral policy from the White House to accept millions, potentially more, of people deported from the United States.
In business is a real open question, and you're seeing more of it here.
Of course,
she says that TV is only the small part of her job, which I have no doubt of. It's also a hugely important thing to President Trump. So that part of it, when you're taken out of that mix, is particularly important to him, and I think signals something.
The line, he's his own best spokesman, and tell us, is doing a lot of work in there, because that's been a problem across the administration. It's hard to know who actually speaks with any authority for President Trump, other than President Trump. And Sean Spicer said from the podium, well, every one of us who speaks on behalf of the president. Well, that's a problem, because you don't all agree. You sometimes have directly contradicting accounts of what the president wants to do, hopes to do, is thinking.
And they often tell you that those very same people, sometimes on the record, sometimes on background, tell you that
anybody here is paid or not, y'all are Kansans, and I'm glad to hear from you.
Pay attention to what we're doing. The Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, with a smile back home in Kentucky,
they're responding
the other
to a
day
frustrated
said,
constituent at a town hall yesterday.
Lawmakers like says, I focus on what they're doing.
Home to find the welcome masks.
It's crazy.
Part of what this tells us too is that in past administrations you sort of fight for FaceTime inside the Oval Office. You want to be there to talk to the president, to influence him that way. With Trump, so much of the influence comes through TV. And so Kellyanne Conway is fighting with others to get on TV as another way to influence the president, because he's watching. So there's that element too that people are fighting over TV hits.
In fairness, though, in the early administration, you got the president signing an executive order to close Guantanamo Bay, and within minutes, senior White House officials are calling up to the Hill to Democrats on the Hill saying, no. So it's not exactly unprecedented to see this level of public-private clash.
No question, especially early in a new administration when people are trying to stake out their turf and sharpen their elbows. And I'll also say Democrats did this back in the Tea Party years. Canceled their town halls, so as they glean now in this sort of in-your-face moment for the Republicans, we should remember maybe it's just the social media age. Maybe there are a little more of them, but we just hear more about them ago. These people aren't quite as loyal, I think, as some to each other as some past administrations. It's not just Democrats are fired up. They're mad about this presidency. Part of this is to your showing up even in administration. How does he want to manage the government and the agencies? How we learned in the last 24 hours. They have reversed Obama administration executive actions designed to protect transgender students. Essentially saying if you go to public school, a transgender student should be able to go to the bathroom that he or she chooses, not as some states have tried to say, the bathroom of your sex at birth. The Trump administration has reversed that, said no, this is a states' rights issue. And what we were told is that Jeff Sessions, the Attorney General, wanted to reverse this. Betsy DeVos, the Education Secretary,
there's 23 seats that Republicans
Is that a normal policy fight between two cabinet members in an administration, or is it proof that Jeff Sessions, who's been with the president the longest,
activism could turn into
don't get into a cabinet duel with him because he's going to win?
And that's, I think, where some of that energy is starting to be directed.
Right, and we're going to watch this. We'll get an early test. The Tom Price, he's now the Health and Human Service Secretary, his district, which is a Republican-leaning district. It's one of those shotgun primaries. The top two people make the final. But if Democrats have a chance to prove this energy is about something that's actually changing minds and bending districts, that would be one early test of it.
Everything that was going on in these agencies, whether he wanted him to feel like he put cabinet secretaries in that he could trust, and he could say,
here's the end result I want. I'm going to trust you to figure out how to get us there and to deal with sort of the day-to-day minutia, the policy, the people's day-to-day lives. That's not what we've seen in practice. In practice, what we've seen is the president but that they currently have deputies it with something that is unknown is scary to people, especially people who are older, to people who are sick, to people who do pay a lot of money in healthcare costs. She got a part of what she wanted because she got that added caveat that this is not going to allow discrimination. This does not mean that we are going to stand by for bullying, trouble people have ahead of them these directives against the will of the
and one of the
cabinet
interesting
secretary.
things I think Senator Cotton hit it just right is that whether they're organized or not, you know when you went home 6 months ago they weren't there, or when you went home last year they weren't there. So if they're there now, if somebody was able to organize them, that means they were able to tap into some mood that's out there. Senator Cotton's view, and is it also overruling a position very different from the White House clarifying? If you listen to candidate Trump during the campaign, we can play the sound here. When this issue came up in the context of Caitlyn Jenner, listen to what he said during the campaign.
I think some people are clearly upset. But
so
there
if
is a bit
Caitlyn
of
Jenner were to walk into Trump Tower
and
want to use the bathroom, you would be fine with her using any bathroom
but I also
she
think
chooses.
that is correct. When you look at some of these districts and some of these things,
a lot of conservatives didn't like that when they heard that during the campaign. You know it's better than anybody at this table. A lot of conservatives had a lot of doubts about Donald Trump during the campaign. Is he really one of us? He's going to be the Republican nominee.
Disrupting something in many cases.
This is a step into the culture wars, if you will, as it's often translation, not to worry from the new Republican as you have CPAC in town, and these conservatives in town, is this an affirmation to them, especially those who supported Trump, maybe with some reservations, that we made the right choice?
Right. I don't see him as a cultural warrior naturally, but this is clear that somebody, that many who have influence are interested in fighting these fights. In this case, I think some of this from conservative side,
groups today,
the Obama administration putting forth this guidance from a federal level, for instance, would be seen as an escalation of the cultural war, and this would then be a de-escalation, and the feeling that like this is more sensitive and more complex than people are sort of giving it credit for on a national level, and local localities need to be able to deal with that. So that's the other side of this.
You can turn that energy
there are folks in the administration,
called the two Tea Party elections.
Which is a great example.
The question is, and the Tea Party people push back. They say this is nothing like it. But how do they even know? Do we know the answer to that question?
And
they like
I don't think we know the answer to the question. Look, I think these things are always a mix of sort of organic anger and some organizing on top of it, and that's fine. That doesn't delegitimize what's going on. I think the huge question for liberal activists and for Democrats is what to learn from the Tea Party and what not to learn from them, and what to copy and what not. And so I think when it comes to, for instance, the policy on this, as the replace and repeal and replace possibly moves through, do they obstruct on every possibility? There is some polling in battleground states done by a right-leaning advocacy group, just to let you know, that shows that there is danger in that obstruction part too, as well as danger in the repeal part. So that's one thing to look out for. And the other question is, electorally, how many districts are going to end up actually being mismatched